in, but where are they? Yes. Oh, behind us is... Hello, Lars. Hello. Can you hear? And shiny diamond cat. Hello. Hey, let's
Hello,
add
can you hear me?
people that I can find. I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah,
Hello.
perfect. I'm Sebastian's research assistant, currently at home, sick. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Hi. That's great. When you speak, your nose wiggles.
Oh, that's cute.
Hello. Yes. I hear somebody.
Oh, the camera is actually connected to the screen. Cool.
Yes. This is why it is after all how do you call it in game photography. What? Oh, I'm very short. Hold on. Let me stand up.
Oh, that's so cool. How do you manage to make this?
It's just drawing additional pixels basically. So it just actually is more load on your device because it's actually drawing whatever is that pixels, you know. So there's two of that as well. There's another camera there. He's like making a mirror. Just have the mirror move. You just have to
Right, a bit
find
like the mirror.
the balance between having not too many of them as well. Well,
Right, fair enough. This wow, that's cool.
where is I'm curious. So what is everyone coming to the event that is here? And also, how do we know what is where is the audience? So
Where's the audience?
and
The audience is like a tour, I guess.
hello. When and how short are you crawling away? Are you crawling away? Hi. I made a special stick for this and to so that I could point at my very big board. Ta-da! Made it stick.
Wow, wonderful.
So I can point at it.
So cool.
Because after I made it, I realized it's too big. No one will know what I'm talking about. I'm on an
Right.
Android device, so it doesn't have all this, but I put the pictures here so that everyone can see. Because I always forget what they are. What is what? You know, you open the post-processing stack and you're like, what's going on? Don't know what's going on sometimes, you know? So this
So
is
cool.
a very very non-authoritative, like non-exhaustive, like this is what I've encountered myself, you know, history of the
Right.
in-game camera things, and
Right.
and also some general ideas. But maybe when we can start as well. I don't know when where I should maybe we should wait for everyone to get. Let us see. Is anyone maybe miss anyone else? Is anyone in the wrong world, the wrong instance as well? I'm checking. Give me a second.
Tony says he does not know how to do. Let me ask him to add you. Hold on.
I've added him, but he's not online. Anyone that's
He's
online,
not
I
online.
would have added it.
Okay,
Right,
wait. Let me
online.
reply him.
Yes. Yes. And you know, to make it less confusing, let's reset cameras. Meow. Hello. Hi. Is
Everyone is here already.
Is everyone here?
Hello, sir. Okay. Debbie says you're not online. Which one? What?
I need to install the apps.
Yeah, you need to install the VRChat app.
I downloaded. I need to.
Oh, this is a
open the
fascinating.
Right. You need to download the app. Then you can play on desktop mode if you don't have VR.
I don't have the VR, but I am running the VR chat now.
Okay.
So
Then
after that, what should I do?
you just you can when you open the app, then I'll let Debbie.
I create an account, but I haven't. I think now the VR chat is in the VR mode. How can I change into
VR mode
close.
if you.
Yeah, why would you have Steam VR if you don't have VR? Puzzling.
Wait, you close your Steam VR application, then you open the VR chat
Lars
again.
and the Diggerex. I sorry. You are the camera. Yes, I can now. I couldn't hear you before. Yes. You are the camera. Fantastic. Now I know because I was confused. But this is great. Now I know. Let me get Barbara in. Now the other Barbara is coming in. Oh, this is a little confusing. Well, VR is always a little confusing. Well, VR is always confusing somehow. Why is it always confusing like this? But good, confusing. We have
Tony
yeah,
says
sorry.
he will find a way to join us, but we can begin first.
Okay. I think I'm also
Yeah.
trying to see if we're missing so many people now.
Right.
All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can you yeah, can you send? All right. So I'm taking over this avatar from Lars for a brief moment to welcome everyone to our second workshop on in-game photography, specifically on VRChat and photogrammetry today. That's called Ways of Looking and Ways of Playing. And with me here is Barbara Cueto, digital curator, CEO Digital. I'm Sebastian Möhring from Digarec and STEM Center, Brandenburg Center for Media Studies, and we are welcoming you
In the meantime.
to this workshop. Yeah. Okay, so our facilitators today are okay, Debbie Ding and Lars Pinkwart, and I guess we will give the word to you guys. Really.
Right.
Let me just quick.
Everybody, should I? So this is the start of the live stream. Am I on the live stream now? Does it mean?
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay. Hi everybody. Thank you for coming to this in-game photography workshop. My name is Debbie Ding, or DBB is my name. I'm an artist and technologist from Singapore. I'm currently in Singapore where it is midnight. Maybe some of you are also from well, besides being in Berlin, maybe some other people here online are also in different places in the world. So thank you for coming to this workshop built in this very how do you call it, a kind of makeshift workshop world that's put together with a lot of different how do you call it? These are a lot of different, very simple assets. Some of the assets that I, for some reason, collected or hoarded over many years of game development. So I just thought I'd put it to use in this game workshop world, sort of added together. So in today's workshop, or in this half of it, I wanted to bring you to a world in VRChat to look at kind of cameras and think about virtual cameras. So what I'm gonna do today is, if you come over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start a table over there, and I'm gonna walk around and bring you through this different boards, different things. So if you come over here to this table here. This is a table with some cameras. You can also take the chair. Whoops, I've taken the chair. Sorry. Oh, I've dropped the chair. So I think one thing that I always found really exciting about VRChat is thinking also about the building. Well, it's so easy to build a world, but also to think about how you take in-game pictures, how you take the videos as well. And of course, this is where you can pick up the cameras, and wherever I go with it, you can see that I can look at you can actually see it like a video camera. And And over on the other side here, there's also another camera on a tripod, which you can also try out for fun. I can bring it over here so you can also try it if you like. So, I mean, I think it's really easy to build all these things that with physics that move around, even the lights, I can move the lights around. A lot of these things also are relying on kind of real world physics and the real world lighting, quite similar to a real camera. And, you know, as you'll see, you know, it also has a lot of different effects that are meant for real film. And the example here, this real world lighting is not the best thing to use for. I'm currently on an Android device, but you know it works on an Android. I'm on basically the Quest, which is a pretty no, it has its limitations, but yet everything here is lit in real time. Lights that you see here, which I can reset in a second as well. So let me come back here and reset the camera. So if you like, you can also take a look at this table where there are some buttons. There is a button here to reset the camera if you like. Now the cameras will go back to the original state. And also thinking perspectives. Oops. Hello.
Oh, what's this place? Yeah.
I wonder if Lars also will come. Let's see where Lars is.
I'm here.
Oh,
Lars
no.
there? Is Lars here?
here.
Oh, Lars is here. Hello, you're here. You're here.
Yes.
So, you know, I wanted you also to get a different perspective because I think, you know, that's the thing about VR, that VRChat I really like, that sometimes, you know, you're walking on the ground, but you can also have a different perspective of it from a different, you know, from a really bird's eye view and see the whole world. So it's something that is wait, Robert, give me a second. I'm gonna add a few more people. Very weird workshop world. We can teleport the ground. Let's teleport back. I don't know, we all landed here. Let's teleport down.
Okay.
But yes, let's go down. I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, okay. We are all
Stacked up
teleport
somehow.
together. Okay.
Yes. Oh, hi. Meow. Hello. So yes, it's a bit chaotic. So I'm trying to also figure out where is people and where are they. So anyway, long story short, this is for those who just joined us, this is a little weird little kind of in-game photography workshop world where I'm gonna share with you some of the things about you know, I got this little stick here. I made this little stick so that it'll be more convenient for us to talk from you to see what I'm pointing at, because you know it's so hard. Why did I make it so big? You know, because I don't know if you've ever looked at in-game cameras. Like, for example, in the game we're in, which is VRChat, and it actually has all these amazing features that, of course, they're specific to VRChat, but, you know, there are also lots of other games that also have equally sophisticated kind of camera work. A lot of it also resembles the kind of real-world cameras. They're mimicking things like that. And for me, also, I think that a lot of the camera, if you haven't played with it before, you can just open it. This is how to turn it on. When you go to the menu, if you're on a PC, I think you, I believe you just press it. You press escape and you get your menu. But for the headset users, you know, if you just press you can actually find the camera and open up the camera where you get all these different features. Some of it is really self-explanatory, like the, you know, take a photo, pick a time photo. These are very normal, but it's where you get the flying and anchor and behavior that makes it more like having a crane or a drone, crazy drone thing. So if you use these flying anchor and behavior, you actually can have it. You can remove your hands from it, have the camera go. Well, the camera, you can see the kind of lens of it, but you can't really, you know, it's still kind of, you don't have to have your hands on the camera, because when you actually play, when you hold the camera, it's like holding a little selfie or the tiny phone cam. Yeah. So these are some notes so that you can also try it on your own. If you are in VRChat, please try it. And also, if you have any questions, you know, you can ask. This is just meant to, because I think I never really explored it until quite recently. When I was trying to figure out what on earth is masking. So I think masking is also pretty interesting, because masking is what lets you hide, say the background. So I can hide the environment, I can hide myself, I can put a green screen in, I could have a transparent that footage, show you what happens. You might see a little I don't know if you can see here. I'm holding my camera now in front of me, and if I do that, you can actually see the camera that I have as a ghost. I can make it into a solid. Can you see the solid camera? So there is a little puck, little sort of puck that is the camera, and I think you can see. I think I see Mr. Sock's camera too. You know.
I can't figure out how to turn it off.
Oh, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So I turned off mine, but now I can turn it on as well.
This one,
So
right?
if you
I think
look
I've
under
tried
the
this.
camera, there is lens visibility, so no one can see your camera when you're holding it. But sometimes you do, because like this now, when I think I first came in, I was asking, "Where's the camera? Who's the camera?" Because we're in this world, we're all standing around, but we're all cameras, right? So it's quite hard to tell. I had to ask who is the live streamer. Yeah, and filters. I think this one is quite self-explanatory as well. It's like having some Instagram animated hypno, a lot of animated ones. I don't really like to use it so much because I think if I record footage, I want to kind of keep the, and also the quite important is actually resolution, because if you didn't set if you want it to be high resolution, you need to set it there. You can also set the resolution using other kind. If it, for example, certain type of Android devices, yes, which lets you set it on a more Android level, device level, and you can change the resolution of the image that you're recording. So this has been the boring part, because I wanted to put this at the front, because I want you to think about the cameras, and also you could play with them while I'm going through the more boring talking bit, you know. So you can take out the camera and also try out the different features along. So that's why I talked about it first. So like I said, I think the most interesting is trying flying, anchor, and behavior. These are the things that probably I never used until recently. Yes. So let me bring you now to this side, this panel. Okay. If you come over here, hope you all can see this side. This is the a very non-exhaustive. I want to say that this is mainly like the kind of things I encountered in my life, you know, in my limited it's not a very I wouldn't say I'm a very big gamer at all, so it's very ironic, but I'm in Second Life. But you know, thinking a bit about, there is a lot of history of different kind of games as well that I've used it. I think in 1992 there was this Disney game called Stunt Island that you know, where you are the camera person and you've got to pilot this plane and take all the lovely footage of stunts. Sorry, excuse me. And this is another famous example, Diary of a Camper. I think it's using using the Quake game. And all the people were live in game, and somebody was just reading out the script, somebody was writing the chat, and then they performed it live. And then this is another example from 2002. I think G4 is like a gaming kind of centric TV channel. And they did a lot of transmissions, like I'm doing a broadcast, you know, from the inside the game worlds. And then this one is something I saw on the telly in Singapore even, Red and Blue, where they sort of have these banters in-game in the Halo game. Oh, so sorry. And this is actually a screenshot from something a bit more recent, but I just wanted, The Sims already had all these like quite amazing movie making tools, you know, like Toph Alva and his search for the creator, in 2007, which is quite like a mockumentary of who am I? Oh, so sorry. I choked on myself in real life, so like, okay. Anyway, this is the Crash Master, which is like a picture from the 88 minutes like full feature film shot in GTA 4. And in 2012, this is the Source filmmaker that was released by install the game, and then you could use the assets in the game in this filmmaker. This is actually from one of my favorite, or quite funny clip from Anonymous, time traveler. And to something more recent. This is actually back to VRChat. So this is Joe Hunting's a wider screen that was from 2019, you know, which is shot entirely in VRChat. And I think there's a lot of I'm just using VRChat as an example of a world, but of course there are many other games that I'm thinking about camera work and also machinima. There's a lot of lots of things like that out there, and I think there is a just good to mention anyway before we talk about that. And also the how you want to the technical part, you know, say the editing, the color grading, even the resolution. If you're doing a stream. Give me a second. I'm going to drink this little water in the real world. And we're going to come to this wall here, which is something that you, if you're on PC, you may see a bit of. If you're on an Android, maybe it won't be able to show, sadly, but it's still worth coming to talk about this. In fact, this is something I want to put together for myself because I always forget what on earth all these features are. So if you think about the in-game photos, right, as something like akin to photography, then a lot of these things also borrow from real-world photography, like the idea of the grain, you know, because if it's too perfect, like if this world was so perfect and smooth and the floor is perfect, then you wouldn't feel it's real. But it's the fact that there are things like these film grain that you can add to the world, and some of these are kind of post-processing effects. That means they're done after the whole game image is made, and it's just a very simple, it's almost like a filter on top of it, but it's quite specific. Some of these are computational, like in the sense that for example, maybe I go through one by one because I think they're quite useful to think about. Some crannies that are really dark, and it's going to pick that area out, you know, that doesn't receive as much ambient light, and then multiply it to give you this, you know, kind of ambient occlusion effect where the shadows are more enhanced, so it makes your image look a lot better. I think VRChat, probably you see something in Instagram, a lot of other phone apps, so it's not very nothing new, but of course it's useful sometimes. I think in VR, VRChat can sometimes give you a bit of motion sickness, unfortunately, but you don't have to do in-game VR photography. You can do normal photography. And the bloom effect, if you're on a PC, I think you should be able to see a bit of that in this world. The bloom effect is where, you know, if you have any point lights, they become super blown out like this, and there's a bloom effect. Anti-aliasing, this is referring to that kind of slight smoothing effect that you get. You may know that also from other things, like if you are using some of the graphics like Photoshop, or if you use Illustrator, you know, you can turn on or use fonts if you do, because maybe some of you here are also maybe come from different disciplines, maybe even from different parts of design. If so, then you'll know that anti-aliasing is quite useful sometimes. But on certain devices, I think for like Android, I don't think they can do much. I think it's a limit to how much smoothing it can do with the anti-aliasing. This is really fun, actually. Chromatic aberration. If you wear glasses like myself, sometimes when I move my head or turn my head to a really corner, right, I can see that my glasses will start to split the light that I see into the RGB colors. Like maybe there is I have an LED strip in my house, and it might be, I don't know, purple color. But if I turn my head to a funny angle, it starts to split the colors into the individual light beams, and this can be virtually mimicked. And I've seen it done to if you want something very psychedelic effect, you know, on the edges, you know, and you start to split all the colors. I think this Unity, which this world is built in Unity. You can do it in I think you can do the red, blue, and you can also do the green, purple type. So it's pretty useful because you can get pretty interesting color like bending, you know, quite fun to do. Depth of field. This is something that can be surprisingly done in post as well, in the post processing. So like now everything's in focus. It's like we're in a special, you know, everything's perfect. These are further away and too near to us, kind of blurry, so that you only see a certain render. Maybe the level of detail setting is a certain way. So, you know, seeing the deferred fog, this is just meaning that the fog is going to cover up any part, like maybe after 5-10 meters away to you in the game, and it will have this fog that covers it, and it will move along with you as well. So it's kind of deferred from your position, but it kind of covers up a lot of things as well. Like if you didn't want people to, because you don't really want to render the whole world. So like you could say in a way that when I'm looking forward at you, the behind part of this world doesn't exist in my, I only see it. I only see the thing from it. Like if I put this stick through my head, it disappears entirely because this one's actually quite, this one always screen space reflection, and it's referring to how sometimes on the floor you want to have a bit of wavy, watery look to it, to the reflection. So this is the screen space reflection that you can actually have enhanced. It's not turned on in the Android one, but as you can see here, the floor, if you had a very textured floor, it could benefit from having a bit of watery look to it. Yes. So I've just talked about all these because actually in game, in things like in Unity and in Unreal, you probably have all these access to all these really interesting cinematic effects that you could put together. And so yes, I also wanted to I think this is the end of the talking bit, and also like to also have some chance to also talk to people and find out what you do, and also to hear also any thoughts as well.
Hi Debbie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
And also I'm very interested in the history of virtual cam. And also I'm very interested in the history of virtual cameras in games because it's start from you can as you can see start from the first person shooter, first person angle, and then it developed to the like machinima and also other stuff like virtual production, something like that. It's like it's always fascinating to see how it developed in the future and also the history. And also thank you for the all technical terms about the the reflections or the post-processing volumes, and I thought it's very you explain them in a very simple and very easy to understand way that inspiring in here. Yeah.
I mean, for me also, I feel like as someone making weird art games, that it's almost finding a balance between this kind of thing about the aesthetics part and the technical part of it, and also understanding where it maybe has come from as well. So it's kind of all these different bits. But maybe we can also open to the floor for any questions, or also to allow, you don't have to, you can also explore the world and go to the, if you have not gone to the viewing platform, feel free to also walk to the viewing platform so we can have a bit of a free time to walk around also, and also
Tutorial of sort to try some stuff. But I can't do a full screen. Is it just only on Quest, on virtual headset that you can do full screen? Yeah, because on PC, right? I can only see it like. Hold on, let me see. I can only like see it like a phone camera like that, lah.
It looks like that as well for the but when you actually capture it, it will be whatever resolution you set it. So for example, you made a 4K image, it would be 4K on your computer, because you can, it's like you're holding a tiny phone and you can flip it around, you can hold the object, so it feels very embodied. The phone is a tiny puck in your hand, so it's yeah, I think also for the other headsets also, all the headsets, it's a bit like that. It's quite physical. But you can also park it, and that's where the behavior comes in also. Behavior, and this camera just comes past you, and then this. Why does it work? Why does it? Is it because it was following the same parallel lines, and then whoosh, it just went off, So they explain it, thinking about these things that you also see from cinema, from other things, from things that you may have seen in other earlier forms of media also. So the camera anchoring part is quite useful. I think on PC it may feel less real because I think the PC camera is just stuck in the front of you, right? But because in the VR headset, you can just pick it up, you can hold it, you can move it around. Your hand will be holding it like a you'll be holding it like a selfie cam, and then you can like selfie cam, I'm gonna take a selfie.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
interesting.
It's quite fun that way. Yes,
right.
But still, possible to do quite a lot of things in PC, and PC is also quite powerful, you know, because it's more powerful than, for example, this Android device that I'm on. So
Right. Because I think I remember why I needed it to be full screen. I wanted to record a video instead of a photo. I wanted to record like a video. Is it possible?
Oh, no,
But
the
I
camera is
know
the
we
one
can.
recording it, but it will be full screen in the computer later. But it's
Yeah,
you're
but-
right. It's through this tiny little portal or lens that you see only. Yeah.
But it's only
And-
photos, right? As of now, there's no videos, right?
Yes, right now no, but in so in the VRChat itself is a photo camera. Ooh,
We teleported.
interesting. I accidentally
Oh,
we
okay.
teleported.
Okay,
Oh,
alright. That's cool.
That's interesting.
Oh.
We teleport.
Oh.
Funny because in VRChat, I think I really like the platform because in terms of making things network, like if you want to have an object like now if I grab the chair, you know, you can all see me grab the chair presumably, and someone else can steal the chair from me and you'll see it being stolen, you know. So it's pretty foolproof in that I didn't have to think very hard about how I was making this chair visible for everybody. And except that, you know, if you accidentally say everybody link to these devices here, but they actually cost you know, right now you're seeing in your screen a certain pixel size screen in a way, and in addition to that screen, it's also drawing, it's almost like a screen within a screen. It's drawing another set of screens here, and this set of screens here actually are more pixels that the computer has to think about and light and then have to render out for you. So this is the camera. You can have the
Oh, you
camera
mean there's a camera in here and
The
the
cam-
picture is appearing here? That's
on the,
so cool.
on this.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is the.
Well, I can see myself in the screen. Hello.
Yeah, you can hold it too if you want.
So cool, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, I took a barrel instead. Hold on. Okay.
Yes,
so
There,
is this
there.
like now? Oh, I'm doing a selfie cam. Hello, test. Camera test.
Yes.
Nice. I can see myself on screen. That's cool. But how do I turn
Yeah.
this thing? Oh, okay. Now I'm turning. Oh.
Whoa, it's turning.
Okay, now I'm
oh
taking.
my goodness.
I'm taking you guys now. Okay, are you guys on? Yeah. So how do I take picture in here? So once I aim, what do I do?
To be honest,
Can
there
I
isn't
snap?
a capture moment. This is a
Oh,
this is a
so this is just live. So basically like a live stream thing. I can't
like a live
capture lah.
stream camera. Yeah.
Ah,
But
okay.
You could, and actually there are ways. Like this world, I want to say, I cooked up in a extraordinarily short time. But you know,
Ah,
if
but
you,
it
like what
looks
you say,
amazing,
if
man.
you wanted to have something like more filters or things on it, it's not impossible as well. So that's I think the magic of it. You could build a whole a game just about cameras. I think it's all possible as well. Yeah, and that camera, there's another camera of a tripod over there, and the lights, and they
How do I make it stand? How do I make it stand?
Oh, you just drop it on the floor. Yes, I've made the physics are a bit funny.
It falls down though.
Yes. No, wait. I'll just lift it up like this, and then I just drop it back.
Oh, you can do it. I can't. I'm
Yes.
using a
I have
mouse.
The magic of hands. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Okay, cool.
all the objects here can be carried away actually, but nearly most of them can be carried away. But then I can't put them back very well because the transform point better. But yeah, if I take this lamp for example closer to the screen, I think it will get brighter and brighter. Yeah, like this, it gets brighter right over here. Or I can light someone's. Oh, your avatars. Yeah. These are all the fun throwing all the furniture.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. Oh yeah, again, Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
I think I wanted to ask you. I think it wasn't that clear that if it's possible to do it full screen. I understand that you mentioned that there will be a phone type thing which for you to take
Yes.
photos. But okay, in the event where I wanna record a video, I know you can't record a video, but I can screen record using like OBS or something. So if I wanna like screen record but use the camera, but I don't want to see it as a phone, is it possible? I want to see it. I don't know how like I've seen some streamers do like they put like the camera and you can see the camera as full camera. Is that option available only on VR or?
I think it's it sounds like something that might be on VR because like the device you can use a lot of the headsets they have a link depending on the type of device. There is like a Quest link, like the Quest device is a Quest link cable. You can also use AirLink over the same network to get the feed of it also onto your PC. And then you can record that thing from your eyes. So then I'll be recording my eyes, my hands, and everything. So I'll be seeing everything from my eyes. Yeah,
VR
and then I wouldn't really need to have it with the camera. I could also turn off all the right now maybe you see my name or something also on my head, and all the kind of you can turn them off also. You can also be very selective in what you turn off. The same control your noise and everything. You can the opacity of it, the size of it. So a lot of it actually can be done in the menu for the VRChat, for example, so that you can take it from your eye view. And you can also see the cameras if we're recording, if where exactly you're pointing to. So if like for example in the VR, when I press the Y key on my to open my menu, I actually can see the camera angles, like where are the different cameras. I can see the cameras are floating in the air. I can see Ton's camera over there behind, and I can see your camera facing the phone. Where the cameras are facing, they come up as this red beam that you are
see
able
myself
to see.
now.
Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting settings also. I think in the first few iterations of VRChat, it wasn't so sophisticated. But I think, a very common exercise, in fact one I'm sure that I would mention to the students that I've taught is thinking about designing a features that you might want. And I think even thinking about like The Sims, having kind of in-game filmmaking abilities, thinking about allowing that, exposing that green screen or stripping away the different layers of the rendering, it's always a super fun thing. You should make funny movies in game. Oh, Mr. Socks,
hi,
are you?
Davy.
Hello. Yes.
I'm curious about, what do you think about the virtual camera compared with the physical camera that we have in our real life?
I think I have to admit that I'm not a photographer. I mainly, by the time I used it, it was all digital. So I don't think of I didn't have that analog camera experience. Maybe I don't know, since we're here in CO Berlin, as well, CO Digital, maybe there are people who have come who are also traditional, have worked with actually analog, like with film cameras, and maybe they have a slightly different experience of taking photos in the past. For me, I think the first camera I had was a tiny digital like camera about this size. It was really tiny, and it took pictures that were like, I don't know, 640 by 480, something extremely tiny, but it was digital. All those pictures from those years are lost now. But anyway, since because of that, for me, I never really experienced that film. This doesn't feel very different from even having a tiny like webcamish kind of USB camera, because it's still but it's like having a physical camera. That's why maybe that's a better way to put it. That
if you use the camera, you can use it when you VRChat crashed. as a
Authentic experience.
item.
But I still see her.
Camera is on all the time, and it's like if we go to this area here, it's connected. This camera is connected with this screen. So if you take this camera, hold and grab, you focus her.
Very interesting to have, more from a
Yes, I'm still connected.
photography angle instead of their own, gameplay angle to explore the view, the scene, the landscape, yes, and I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about, to share, to research. Yes. Okay, when you're using your bits. Your voice. I think maybe I'll supplement this statement of but yeah, I mean, because I think that when we work in VR, a lot of what we do is borrowing from sources on it. Like if I have a screenshot, I think of it. Like now when I put my like now if I'm making a little movie, even if it's indie, I'm going to compare it to a movie, I hope there is a structure of it, that is like other kind of, and that would entertain great, and I
I mean,
Yes, because I'm also curious about, in virtual world, we have unlimited freedom to use the facial camera, but the physical size or
because I'm
range
here
or
on the other side. On the other side.
But it does second one, you have to click here,
I found that if I put 3 virtual
then
cameras
the
in
fold,
here of a certain size,
where you are.
so the one I put 3, then Android crash. Yeah. Oh, like when I look over, lagging, severe lag.
No, sometimes I get a bit dizzy.
Yeah, down here because when I put, I have to admit that I really like that request I have cables to attach to anything, so it's great. Using a quest, and I the fact that I also for some reason I do rather go here on Mac. Why do I do this? So it's really bizarre. I have some practice. So when that mine. Knowing that I'm going to have just one more here, and then next years of VR life, like I went to this VR Denali, and
see.
I didn't make those two a real light, but the two big lights here are working. Yeah, they do have a real time light source, which is fine. To be very practical, what I might can build is also to add like a case of the sky, like I can make it daytime. So you could also conceivably put in a button, like you press it and then it will turn it to daytime, you know, on top, and then you could do a lot of the lighting as well, you know. Oh, hi, you've returned. Are there any questions in the real world? Wonder. Any questions?
Oh, there's people watching in the real world?
Yes.
Yes, there's people watching at TO Berlin.
Hello.
Yes.
Right, grab a selfie.
I can't hear you. Oh, now I can. Yes, yes. Yes. Oh no, actually I can't hear you. I can hear you speak, but the words are all jumbled. But I think you can hear me. So, but yes, I was asking if there was any questions, you know, that I can also answer in this
Yes. So we were thinking of going to the next world. So going to the 3D scanning world.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, I've made the portal over there. If you're on a PC, you can walk on to this blue colored world there. Not those two over there. The one over there in the hut that I made for no reason. But there is Lars will take you on the next part of this journey through this to a 3D scanning world. So please follow us here. I will join you in 2-3 minutes. I'm gonna switch from my Quest to PC. So if you're PC, you should walk right in. If you're Android with hands with me, then you may not be able to walk in, sadly. But I'll come in a second.
Walk in. Okay.
Walk on in.
What do I have to do? Just have a straight. I'll just go in. Okay. Maybe I'm in now. You are.
Ich weiß nicht, zu wem der Team ist. Die anderen per Quest drin sind. Die sind, glaube ich, in Quest drin. Weiß gar nicht. Ja, das weiß ich. Actually, I'm alone. Okay. Alright.
Are you in the 3D scanning world already?
You can't go over the quest. Yes.
We're alone there now.
Debbie will join us very, very soon. Yes.
Lars is the creator of the world.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Have you created this world? Yes.
This one, yes. Yeah. This is going to be the second part of the workshop now, where we going to focus on 3D scanning and also do a bit of hands-on later. Yes. Yes, exactly. I mean, maybe we would just wait a little bit longer for at least Debbie to join us, and then. Yes, exactly. She has to go to his computer. Yes. Oh, I think I'm actually alone.
But then maybe we don't have a avatar. Maybe we need an avatar.
You think so?
No, this is another world. It's also Debbie's world, but it's another. Maybe you go there.
Yeah, that's good.
But I don't know, but this is really topic. But I don't see you.
Wie wir die Quest in die andere Welt kriegen, weil mit der Quest kann man nicht teleportieren. Also zumindest nee, das geht aber nicht.
It's a parallel world. We are somewhere else now. Time zone. Do you have to go back or something?
Yeah, it looks like this is like a multiple worlds scenario.
But it's the same video working. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But it can happen, so the worlds are worlds that are up here available. In such a way that everyone use the same world, but they will not into their own instance of
Okay.
So you will all see the same things.
But maybe we don't hear them.
Yeah.
I think it's like people and like Lars, you know that.
No, it's fine.
Lars invites you. And that's what we did.
Let's do some magic.
Jesus.
You ever read somewhere where water? Yeah, there's tap water. Some tap water? Sorry.
Maybe I should go back That's because the original idea was to just drop a portal in Debbie's world, which then would bring everyone to. I will try to find Debbie. Is it okay, Debbie? Yes.
And it's more like a conference.
I think.
Yeah, it's really like a conference. Really all in the same table. Next for the extra person will be feeling really well. I hope that the recording is going to be very well.
I've sent Debbie and the two computers the invite, but I can't go back to Debbie's world now to collect, because then she would need to invite me, you know, like a loop. The teleportation, I think that most of them are using this. Able to join. I thought that they would just be able to join up the stream.
There was a lot of people that were moving here. People who walk here is the
mouse is small. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
This is like the people that walk like it's another way of like people that get like squatting and like what is
Yeah, let's see if people find me here.
You can. I was wondering what's the
Oh yeah, Debbie is okay.
Debbie, okay.
And
Debbie.
like with the space, you can travel to. Yeah. And then
Debbie,
maybe you
can you hear me?
go inside and teleport. I hope.
Oh wait.
But I can't represent the universe.
YouTube.
No, it's marvelous. Thank you, that really helps.
This is the world
The world has to be music.
that has the sound here. But she's also not talking, so I don't know.
GDG.
I mean, did you get an invite to the world?
I think if I find her, I could just.
I think you should have.
Yes, it's got its own self-censorship. Yeah, it's loading. Yeah. It's interesting, it's got its own censorship, so it's got its own walled garden or censorship. It's got its own censorship or walled garden. It's got its own privacy controls. Yes, clearance. Yeah, that's new. Okay. It's like yeah, exactly. Brilliant. Yeah.
Right world button. I hope the right copy of the world. Because there are 1,000 copies, you can use it for private interaction. And yeah, we occupied one world for us. And show. No, you can show around. You can stay and it's excellent. Okay. But it's empty, so need to send a request. We go social. Then GBG is a friend of us. She's the owner. She's the moderation. She makes the moderation and sends a request with it.
Okay, that's interesting.
So you can send a request to the person, and if they say yes, you automatic teleport to them.
Okay, so you're asking
it's like you are calling a friend, and in the same way you are calling, you are teleported. Okay, this is in Moscow, nicht in Moscow. That's it. And you are beautiful going to it.
Okay.
Maybe yes, you can come and then you must this
Join. So maybe we'll just ping it. Let's see.
Just when you send a request,
Okay.
you get a message. And where you found this message.
So we'll continue now, maybe with the second part. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. All right.
Yes.
Center of request.
After this?
Yes.
Okay, go. No, I mean. So this is for the gravity that
You sent her a request.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
No message from her.
This is weird.
So
We're in the right place now.
I hope that everyone here is at least in this world, although we lost a few who are joining online.
Yeah, we're waiting for response.
Oh yeah. Is that it right now? Okay. So now that we will continue with the second part to focus on 3D scanning. And it actually centers around the technology that we already have in our pockets. So we'll be using the app Polycam to make 3D scans and find out how to kind of process them in the app. And for that, we at first need to download Polycam to our devices. So for the ones here at CO, we also have one iPad which we can use to scan it if you don't want to download it. Otherwise, you can easily just download it from the App Store. It's a free app, and you can see links here which you can scan and download it on your device. Now, if you want.
You can't hear it.
Yes.
Can you try slightly because this is like hard to hear you? I think in this one in VRChat you can turn down the volume. Ah, okay. It's like secure. Like only if we have friendship, I can find you and I can teleport myself to you if you are
Right.
Is it like normally when I get in VRChat, you see your friends that are around and they're able to just go with them?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not everybody cannot find it, which is also fun.
Excellent.
So, while you maybe download.
One laptop is missing.
Yes.
I sent you a friend request.
Yes.
After this, I will send you a room request.
Yeah, I actually sent an invite to everyone who befriended me. So maybe.
Yeah, we are not phone. We are friended, not yet.
Ah, okay. So.
This name of this character is
This is mine. This is a...
Yes. What?
Yes.
okay.
Ah, okay. I will be right back. Will be right back.
Sorry.
You don't know, go. It's like, I'm just getting like excited. It's like computers.
I'm just collecting Debbie.
Me too.
All the others and the others went to a different instance. So now we just have to collect them and photo them back to.
Like being in a big city.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I just made it.
If you are
Everyone.
registered.
Yeah, you change the name when you're with your
Okay,
registration.
Right.
Roll Terrace.
Okay, now here we have some people.
Beautiful name.
Yeah.
Hello, Debbie. Can you hear me?
Hello. I was lost in another instance.
Yes, we somehow got lost in a different instance. I will try to add a
Oh,
portal.
yeah.
I'll add a portal to the right instance so we can go over to the others.
Yeah, I went into a portal and I was alone there.
Yeah.
Thought I was scammed. Is Debbie there?
Yes.
Is she still figuring out her setup? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. It's like an hour. Or like say now.
Hello, DBB.
Who is the donut? Yeah, you're right.
Mr.
Nice
Stop.
donuts.
I'm hungry.
Hello,
Become
Tom.
hungry, yes.
I'm falling now. Which car?
Yes, hi, Mr. Tom. Did you just arrived?
So you
or were
should
here
now
a long
see a
time already?
portal right here.
You want to go ahead? Yes, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Go through to the right world.
Same here. I was in another space alone. Everyone was on their own timeline, I think.
I'm hungry, so.
Hey everyone,
Yes. So now we're back. Yeah.
can you see the portal?
Hello there.
There's only the empty hole.
What portal? Oh, that one. Do we go in that one? Oh, it's gone now. It's gone now. It's gone
why
now.
is it gone now? Wait. Okay. I'll add it
Yeah.
again. 1 second.
Oh, okay, so we go into this one? Okay. I'll wait.
Berlin. I've been here in arts residency and I've been bubblegum machines, the true balance.
Where are you doing a residency?
At Girl Gallery.
So, it's now here.
Okay, let's go before the pot.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm going in. Bye-bye.
Everyone, come through. Yes.
That's interesting. Well, it's got serious walled garden stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we were wrong
Okay.
of this world.
Yeah. Just like real life. Real life. Put up the wrong Yvonne station, it's the same thing.
We know in which coffee.
Okay, so I know a lot about photogrammetry, but it's a question of how you bring it in. And the nice thing about photogrammetry is they're allowing you to do it as movies. So I can take these out and I can export them as movies, which really helps.
Well, think so. I can see Mr. Sock, Mr. Ton.
Hey, I see that we have collected a few people that have been lost in the process. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. That's very good. For which we will focus on a technology that actually we have
Is
almost...
Debbie stuck or something?
Sorry? Okay.
Is Debbie stuck or something? Oh, there you go. I can see her move now. But...
I guess so. Hi, Mr. Strong.
Possibly, but I think we'll continue. So there are basically two techniques that are interesting for us, and that is
yeah, I
on the
can
one
see her
hand,
walking. Oh, wait.
LiDAR scanning.
Bro, your mic is a bit cut off. I can't hear you clearly.
Yes, unfortunately the connection is not so good.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the internet connection is unfortunately not so good.
Right.
But I will try to continue anyways, and we'll just see what gets through. So, basically what I want everyone to do is download Polycam on their devices, everyone that's online. Everyone here, did you manage to download? That's perfect. That's perfect. So basically there are two different techniques or two different technologies that are used in this app, Polycam. And that is on the one hand LiDAR technology, and on the other hand it's something called photogrammetry.
Maybe
and photogrammetry basically works by using the camera's output. So
yep. Okay, let me just turn around.
I'm moving.
And
sorry, I will just we'll just try to turn this down a
bit. Okay.
Who's talking?
Blood. All right. So yes, photogrammetry works by basically taking pictures around an object, and then the characteristic points of the model are identified in all of the pictures, and then are stitched together in this sort of computational process. So it's all basically based on photography. It's all based on images, individual images that are collected and then kind of stitched together. Whereas LiDAR actually uses an additional sensor, so it uses a LiDAR sensor, which actually is a form of remote sensing. So it uses a sensor to capture spatial data. It basically sends a light source, and then this is reflected from objects and then put back onto the sensor. So similar to photography actually, except it captures spatial data instead of like image data. And in the context of Polycam, this is then like combined. So photography, like the visual, the image texture is combined with the spatial data, and this is then rendered together as a 3D object. And so basically, this emergence of 3D scanning technology as in such an accessible format that we have it in our pockets also kind of requires us to reformulate what photography is, and to really perceive it as an extension of photography into the virtual and into the three-dimensional. Yes, so I actually, yes. Yes, you can ask a question.
Yo-Yo is wanting to also get into this world, and they don't have access yet. So it's Shiny Diamond Cat, I think.
Yes, I will see. Let's see. I think
maybe you can tell me your username and I can send them your
I
email.
actually think she already.
Is it VR in glasses or still?
Yeah, my name, just my name. No.
Okay. The whole name.
I turn it off. Yeah, I turn it off. Let me reboot because
Just again.
Vielleicht macht es Sinn, wenn ich mich ein bisschen auf den Raum fokussiere. Die Leute, die hier sind. Ja. Genau, also ich glaube, ich werde dann gar nicht, I will not continue too much and just use kind of the people that we have here and just go hands-on already. Yes, so we will now start to go hands-on. So for everyone here at CO, we have prepared a few objects, but you could also use the room. You can try to also team up maybe and scan yourself or scan parts of yourself. Maybe also go against the instructions. So the instruction would be then to just stand still and just instead move and try to kind of like maybe defeat the algorithm, try to get glitchy images. Then after maybe your first scan, I will explain a bit more the functions inside Polycam. Yes, so there's also this iPad you can use here, which has a LiDAR sensor in case your phone doesn't have that. Yes.
change the live stream to the camera. Like take this like
Yes.
this cancel this. And like this one has the lighter one, right? Even
Try to. Let's see.
you have to collect lots of pictures, different you have to upload it first in software and then they will
Exactly. Yes.
yeah. Are they going to do the start the LiDAR scan?
You just start by pressing the plus, and then you have this camera here. And then
It's like it's scalping the air. While cutting hair.
And maybe like you can also move it to
Like she got it all like
wave it to press record once to.
It's not yet, we just start.
okay, you will say helpful. Yeah, correct. Yes. Also like
I see. Oh, my iPhone is on 12. Yes. Dann ist eine Kostüm.
ausprobieren, wie lange das dauert, oder ist das auch jetzt Aufgabe?
Was macht
Ich meine, wenn ich jetzt hier zum Beispiel drauf.
Also ich würde also Optimize ist für Game Engine, du bist das Web, Medium ist auch noch für Game Engines nutzbar.
I could show you what's one of the others
dafür, wenn du
like
wirklich
she kind of
selber
did a
Post-Processing willst und selber
like
genau und
like
dann auch und dann genau, das
so
dann für
like it's más fácil de dibujo.
gibt jetzt zum Beispiel Ambient und Normal Map, also der gibt ja einfach nur die Raw Data.
I like it, especially I think they look very nice when it's more glitchy than anything. It's like the ones and then the nicer ones.
They look like reflections.
Yeah.
So what happens when it looks at a reflection, because it's moving through space as it looks at it?
That's why they can start taking
Yeah, so as you photograph this, the shift, I'm a communications professor. So as it shifts, so as it shifts, it can't generate the information, so it's missing information because it can't generate a form. So it just gets confused. So Windows, any reflection, problematic.
Just gonna show it.
Let's see, let's see what should be different. This is interesting because this is different than Trinio. The fascinating thing about is bringing this to this world.
Yeah, there was the idea that there's you can do that like in, for example, Mozilla Hubs, it's faster, but with VRChat it takes more time. So
It's
That's loading. Oh, this is interesting. So this has a little bit more functionality than Trinio. Trinio is more photogrammatic, whereas this is more instantly mesh-based. Okay, that's cool. So, but Polycam Web, that's very cool.
yeah, the Polycam is like you could do like I was gonna show you an example of one.
No, this is fantastic. That's really cool.
To measure. Now it can measure.
Wow. Okay. No, that's cool too.
You could do much more like
yeah, it's much more.
practice that we're working on for digital. Show me
Sure.
Which pictures I must take?
and she did all. She's from Seoul, and she was doing this.
That's fabulous.
Minimum 20.
Antique world, like it's like she took a page and was like.
That's fantastic. You know what? The game companies must be frightened because if she can do that instantly, they must be.
She's doing a game out of this.
Fantastic.
So she's using all
Made a new.
or like that
Without.
game. That's the
Manual. Auto.
Okay, I'm shocked.
It took a lot of time. I mean, she also is fantastic, but it's like.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's compression. That's fantastic. That always looks like it's gone through disaster. It's lovely. What's her name again? I'm gonna check her out.
It's called Ayun Kim.
Okay. I'm gonna take pictures so I can look at her too when I get home.
So this is a bit more better.
Okay. And do you, if I can go to the link so I can find her name? Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Thanks. Okay. Wow. That's fabulous.
So we will be showing the game this is created because we're commissioning this piece
Fantastic.
in December.
That's fantastic. Yes. What I'm doing is I'm doing an augmented reality project called Berlin's Hidden Heroes. So I'm obsessed with so it begins with a bubble gum and talking about bubble gum machines and how they use really cool stuff. And so it's hilarious. So I can show you what I did.
Yeah.
And they talk about why are these things wrong? Why is this? Why can't we?
Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about this. But I think the documentary will point the augmented reality to it.
How long are you going to stay in Global for? Like a long.
Portal comes in, and then I'm getting up and I'm coming back. That's right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Keeping
that's
the winter. Where are you from? I just came from because they're. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so. If you know Toronto, I teach at Sheridan,
Yeah,
so that's my.
I was there for, like, I had a show at Interaxis.
Okay, that's craziness. I would have known you. Who did you work with?
With yeah. The show is open now. So, yeah, so open last week on Thursday. Like, I was figuring.
Okay. So it looks like that. That's the Kalgami locale. So there's a minute video.
Yeah.
Linda, it's hilarious, and Linda's like, "Oh, you destroyed the bubble. It's the most wonderful thing." And then this is the Kalgami man. And this is the.
Yeah.
Video. It has to be a really clever, funny, 45-second. Sure. So that's what it looks like in space. Confidentiality.
Genau, das geht über diesen. Im Prinzip ist es ja so.
Like, London in the last 10 years has become more expensive. It's like
This is a stable democracy. So investors come in, they buy property, they're empty.
I mean, that wasn't even yeah, pictures now.
One of the world's think then. Unless we're breaking into a bicycle. That's just repairing a van. We're just repairing a van.
She's always a bit like it's like these to make a game. It was like a delivery guys yeah. Because she doesn't have a phone. Yeah, no, it's just like it's kind of dystopia world where it's like there's this. Yeah. don't know where somewhere is like the whole thing that there's no reality. Somebody in the game of this artist. They also make a really good game, but like usually it's not photographic. It's like and then it was like in lockdown, it was like all of the entrance of the house, like the kita, the baby, all the things. And I was like, you look everything like the end of the world. It's like, which I feel. I think that's it. It's a wrap.
I think I did it, but it was barely. They couldn't understand it. And all this big, like, power plan.
Then I'll just stop the and I don't go back into the. Is there something? Okay. Magst du das? Schon krass.
How much space do you do?
Also dieses Material.
Yeah, there's a that's
Yeah, maybe there's.
don't have a lot of power. Okay, so
Noch so Beispiele vorbereitet.
Okay.
Aber du bist ja auch nicht von ja, die Videos kriegt, zu denen ich kurz was sagen.
it's crazy, yeah? Like it's really good.
I'm a surveyor for me. It's
No,
I don't want to record.
But I guess it's like, I mean, the thing that you could do, I guess, is like go piece by piece, then teach, but then it's like really.
Then take the But I think I'm sure it will bring more power to the computers and it gets better and better.
Hi everyone, can you still hear us?
Maybe like scanning, like this. I was working with an artist.
Yes.
Like we did.
We will probably end the workshop, at least the online workshop here, and we'll continue locally because it is. It seems that it's. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being with us. Next workshop, if I may introduce.
And then you do like.
Next workshop is going to be called The Photographer's Guide to Los Santos.
will be facilitated by Marco de November 6 p.m. Berlin time, and we will not be at CO Berlin this time, but we will be at Zen in Potsdam. So, aware of our, please pay attention to the announcements on our Twitter and on the webpage of CO Digital, co-digital.org. And we are looking forward to seeing you there, and we hope you stay with us and have a good time, and will enjoy your new skills in photography in VRChat and your photogrammetry skills in also like in real life. And